Peter Pan. Chapter 6. Learning to Fly. Peter pleaded Wendy to come with him to Neverland. "I'll teach you to fly, and then we can fly together," he said. "There are mermaids there too. Have you ever seen a mermaid?" "Mermaids!" cried Wendy. She was very excited about going, but she was worried about leaving the rest of her family. "You can tell the last boys and me lots of stories," begged Peter. "And you can tuck us into bed at night. None of us has ever been tucked in before. You can sew and make pockets for us. You see, none of our clothing has any pockets. We really could use a girl in Neverland one day." Wendy loved the idea of taking care of Peter and his lost boys. Bravely, she tried to give him a kiss on the cheek again, but when she bent over to kiss him, she suddenly screamed with pain. "It feels as if someone is pinching me," she cried. "That must be Tink," said Peter. "I never saw she might act so naughtily with a stranger before." Tinkerbell darted around the room. "She says she will pinch you again each time you do that," Peter said. He could not understand why, but Wendy understood. Tinkerbell was jealous. Wendy changed the subject. "Can you teach John and Michael to fly too?" "If you like," Peter answered. For Wendy's sake, he was willing to put up with her brothers. Wendy shook her brothers, who were still asleep in their beds. "Wake up, John. Wake up, Michael. Peter is here, and he is going to teach us to fly." The boys got up excited. Can Peter really fly?" John asked, as he put on the black top hat he liked to wear. Peter didn't say anything. He just flew around the room gracefully. "It looks so easy." "How do you do it?" asked John. He jumped off the bed and landed on his backside. "You just think wonderful thoughts," Peter explained. "If you lift up and I lift you up in the air." But what Peter didn't say was that people can't fly unless fairy dust has been blown on them comfortably. Peter still had some fairy dust on his hands from Tinkerbell. He blew some magic dust on each of the children. "Just wiggle your shoulders and think lovely thoughts," he introduced Michael first, and immediately he floated in the air. "Look at me, I'm flying," he shouted. Then John and Wendy tried. They were not as graceful as Peter, but each was able to fly across the room. Their heads bumped against the ceiling. John had to hold onto his hat to keep it from being knocked off. Up and down they went. And round and round. "With a little more practice, you'll be able to fly with me to Neverland. You'll see the parks and wild animals," said Peter, pimping the boys. "Hooray, parks!" cried John. "Hooray, wild animals!" shouted Michael. Meanwhile, Nana, who was tied up in the backside, kept barking. Lisa, the servant, was preparing pudding in the kitchen. She was getting very annoyed. Nana had been barking all night. Lisa stepped outside to check on her. "If you don't stop barking, I will have to fetch the master and mistress at number 27, scolded Lisa. "I will bring them home for the party to punish you." This gave Nana an idea. She would get the darlings herself. The dog quieted down on purpose. Then, when Lisa turned returned to the kitchen. Nana pulled out her chain hard. A broken shoe. She burst out of the yard, across the street, and ran to number 67. When she was inside, she waved her paws in the air. Now Mr. and Mrs. Darling knew that something terrible was happening at their house. Without saying goodbye to their hostess, they rushed into the street. When they reached their house, they looked up and saw the nursery window open. By the time Mrs. and Mr. Darling ran up to the nursery, the children, Wendy, John, and Michael, had flown away with Peter.